Alright, so listen guys, I'm gonna have to have you stick with me on this one. I'm gonna tell a bit of a story. It might be a little convoluted, but I promise it all makes sense here towards the end. So listen, everybody knows Kuro Games, and everybody knows Punishing Gray Raven. So Kuro Games is the developer for Punishing Gray Raven. Fantastic game, right? I played it here on the channel. I made some content on it. Characters are great. Gameplay is top notch, and I would have to say arguably Punishing Gray Raven is one of the top 5 best gacha games that you can play at the moment right now when you take everything into account: character design, gameplay, the gacha mechanic, the generosity of the developers. I mean, it's all there for you, right? Fantastic game. So hear me out. Chaotic. You guys know who Chaotic is. If you don't, I'll leave a link to his channel down in the description below. This mad genius, he went ahead and put out a video talking about a Kuro game, possible Kuro game that is possibly open world. Speculation, and it's called Wuthering Waves. Piqued my interest, to say the least, because if you know, here on the channel we do cover Genshin Impact, an open world game. And it piqued my interest, but I didn't pay it too much mind because there wasn't much information there, right? Forward a couple of days later, and now this man wants to go all Sherlock Holmes on us and start doing something interesting. Now I'm interested. Now you got my attention. Now I'm looking into it, right? So I started looking into it a little bit further. And then this man went ahead and started posting some community posts within the community tab of his channel, dropping hints, dropping little Easter eggs, and I cannot ignore it no longer. So now I'm fully invested in what's going on here with Wuthering Waves, and there is a Twitter. I'll leave a link to their Twitter down in the description below. It's a real thing. It's something that's happening. It's something that's going on. I'm not too sure exactly what it is, but apparently Wuthering Waves could be a possible Punishing Gray Raven, just open world. That absolutely blows my mind. That tickles my fancy. And I am fully interested and excited about the possibility of Punishing Gray Raven with the open world aesthetic and the possibilities that can come from that. It is something that I want to be a part of. So that is why I am doing this video today, to start covering it. It is something that would be incredible to be a part of and to experience firsthand. Now, what I will say is that I don't have much information, if any at all, in terms of this game and the possibilities of what it could be. There's just no information. If you take a look at the Twitter as of this recording, there's nothing there. There's nothing, you know, in terms of gameplay or any type of promotional video. There's just nothing that I can go off of. So my expectations have to be tempered, and I just have to wait. But I don't mind waiting, because if I know anything about Chaotic, and you guys know this as well, if you've been on this channel, you've seen any of his videos, this man only covers bangers, right? He only covers games that are absolutely lit and tons of fun and that have good developers behind them, and he's credible. He is a credible source, especially for games that are overseas. So when this man starts posting videos about a game, and when he starts dropping hints, especially ones that he seems to be extremely excited about and invested in, then I'm all ears. You have my attention, and I'm all here for it. So one thing I did also want to talk about is the ability, or the possibility I should say, of Punishing Gray Raven being open world. I mean, Punishing Gray Raven as a game in of itself is fantastic. What you're able to do with these characters, the gameplay and the fighting mechanics, everything that goes into the gacha system and how generous they are with it, is honestly something that should just simply be applauded. And other developers should look towards Kuro Games as a standard of what you should be doing with your own games. And we all know how popular and how successful open world games are. Genshin Impact went ahead and pretty much kicked the door down to how popular, you know, these open world games are and can be. And Punishing Gray Raven, with its combat, I mean, take a look with the combat, with the character designs. I mean, the sky's the limit, in my opinion. The sky is the absolute limit when it comes to this game and the open world aspect. It just gets me giddy. It gets me excited, and I want to be here all for it. So I just want to get your guys' thoughts. I want to get your comments down below. I want to know what you guys think and if you would be interested in such a game, because when you take a look at what Kuro Games has done with Punishing Gray Raven, and one of the reasons why I haven't continued covering Punishing Gray Raven on the channel, and this is the same reason why I kind of stopped playing Honkai Impact 3rd and covering that on the channel, is not because the games are bad. No, they're actually fantastic, both of them, Honkai Impact 3rd and Punishing Gray Raven. It's not that, it's just the simple fact, and I mentioned this before, that when I play these mobile games, the combat's great, everything about it is great, I just feel kind of boxed in, whereas with Genshin Impact, a game that I've been covering and continue to cover, and I love the game, Genshin Impact, but what sets it apart is the open world aspect of freedom. Not feeling boxed in, being able to do what I want to do, to be able to explore, and if you give me that, coupled with PGR's combat, their character designs, and the overall aesthetic, and you put me in an open world for that, I mean, there's not much that could be better. You then couple in the generosity, as long as they carry that over from PGR to Wuthering Waves. Once again, this is if Wuthering Waves is indeed an open world. I have no clue. That's just a speculation at this point in time. We'll have to wait and get confirmation. But if it is indeed, and you couple that with the generosity, if it carries over from PGR to Wuthering Waves, I mean, it's just going to be absolutely incredible in my opinion. And I think it'll be a game that will most certainly give Genshin Impact the competition it deserves. I think Tower Fantasy will do that already, at least to some degree. But if you put PGR in open world and call it Wuthering Waves, I think that game will indeed, without a shadow of a doubt, give Genshin Impact a run for its money, give it competition, and it will make Genshin Impact have to step up. There will be no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It'll have to. It'll have no choice, right? And I think that's healthy. I think that's healthy for the consumer. I think that's healthy for the individuals that take part in the game. So let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below once again. And I want to gauge your excitement, because I am. I'm super excited. Anyways, I'm going to get on out of here. Remember to stand out, be different, have fun, go further beyond in everything that you do. And until next time, my boys, until next time, it's your homie Cody. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.